Hello everyone, my name is Amanda Waldhart and you are here with Amanda's InspirationStation.com. Thank you so much for joining me for this week's Weekly Wednesday. Last week I was not here. I was recovering from surgery. Everything is fine. I had a hysterectomy. They found some cysts on my uterine wall and I was done having kids. And I said, take it. So that is what they did. I'm still moving slower, but I definitely do feel that I am on the mend and I am feeling great. And I am excited to do this Weekly Wednesday because we are now getting into that time of season that is my favorite time, and it is the holidays, Christmas. I absolutely love doing Christmas treats and 3D things. So now until Christmas, you got me to do lots of fun stuff. But I don't want to disregard any of my followers who love Christmas cards, because I do too. So today I have a project. We're going to make a card and a little treat to go with it. So here is the Christmas card. And we are using the Holly Jolly Wishes stamp set, and give me a second and I will tell you what page that is on. I thought I had it posted, but yeah, you know me. I just kind of forget. Here we go. So it's on page 29. It's the Holly Jolly Wishes. It's just a saying stamp set, which right up my alley. I love saying stamp sets, especially because I love the fonts of these. They're different, they're fun. And now you can purchase the stamp set and you can make tons of different designs of Christmas cards, but you can use this stamp set for all of your sayings. And that to me is fabulous. So we have this Christmas stamp set right here. It just says, we wish you a Merry Christmas. And then on the inside, you can put whatever you want. And as you notice, I used our Stitched with Whimsy dies. So I did it for the cover of the card, for the front of the card, just to give it some different texture. But then I decided to do it on my white inside piece as well. I thought it was kind of cute. So we're going to do that. And we used that. The other die that we used is our tailor-made tags. Oh, love these. I love these. So we used that and I'm excited about that. And then the other project we have, so you could give this to your coworker at Christmas time, put it on their desk, or a friend. So I found these. They are made by Land O'Lakes, and I don't know if they're everywhere in the U.S. I'm here in Janesville, Wisconsin. I found them at our local Woodman's. They have new packaging and I love the packaging. So this one here is cinnamon and chocolate cocoa mix, but I do want to show you, I bought a couple of them. They have French vanilla and cocoa mix. They have mint and chocolate cocoa mix, but look at the packaging. I think the packaging is great. I really like it. And I also wanted to share that you could, let's see if 2 of these would fit on here, because I was thinking about this before I decided to start that video. Technically, you could get 2 of them in here and give this as a little treat too. I like that. That's super cute. It's not too puffy, so you could do it. But today I'm just going to put the one in. So I'm going to show you how to make this. It's super cute. It is just a little holder. I did decorate the back with designer series paper. So I do have that. And this designer series paper is from, this was actually carried over. It was a designer series paper from last year. And we carried it over this year. And of course, I don't know the page for that either. And of course, I can't remember the name of it because I only remember the names when I'm not put on the camera. Okay. Heartfelt something. Help me out. Help me out. It's, I know we have it here. Give me a minute. Let's just go through here. Well, maybe, Oh, right here. Oh my gosh, you guys. Heartwarming Hugs. That's what it is. So this paper actually came out last year for the first time in the mini catalog, and it was so popular they carried it over to this year, which I really like it because it's just traditional colors and I like the different designs. So that's what I used. Now for the bow and for this shape here, which is what we stamped the sentiment on, I used the Pierced Blooms dies. I love these dies. I love this bundle, this stamp set. I don't know if it's a bundle in the annual catalog anymore. It used to be. I don't know if it's still a bundle, but I know you can purchase the dies and the stamp set. I just don't know if you can purchase it as a bundle to save 10%, but I love this. So that is what I used. So then I added a cute little cinnamon stick because this one here, I thought, you know what? It's cinnamon cocoa. How cute is that to have a little cinnamon stick? And for these ones, you know, those paper straws that you can get all different colors in that, that's what I thought about adding with these ones as a paper straw. Or even maybe like this one, doing like a candy cane or just a candy stick. I thought that would be cute too. So let's get started, you guys. Oh, and before I actually get started, let me just say one thing. Yesterday started Stampin' Up! Seasonal sale. We used to do a sale called something extravaganza, and it was right around Thanksgiving time. They're not doing that this year because they're doing the seasonal sale instead. And honestly, I like the seasonal sale way better. I think it's a way better deal. The seasonal sale started yesterday, and today's the 17th. It ends tomorrow. So tomorrow is the last day. It's November 16th through the 18th. All cardstock, regular cardstock, is 10% off. All ink pads are 15% off, and then all dies are 20% off. That's huge. And if you are a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, whether you're a business demonstrator or you're a discount shopper demonstrator, or you do it as a hobby, totally fine. You get that discount and your Stampin' Up! Discount. And tying into that, right now we have where if you join Stampin' Up, you can join for $75. You pick out $125 worth of product of whatever you want. So that's $50 worth of free product. You pay only the $75 and the tax. Shipping is completely free. So what a great way. You can add these products into your Stampin' Up! Starter kit. So that kit for $75, you could add that and get a discount in there. Or you can do that and then turn around and purchase more stuff at your discount with your Stampin' Up! Discount. It's just crazy. Plus you get a small section of like business supplies like catalogs and order forms. It is just wonderful. And you know, I would love for you to join the Crafty Cats team. That is my team. I do have a team that is local, and I have few ladies that are in the elsewhere in the United States. So we have lots of different benefits. If you go to amandasinspirationstation.com and you click join now, you don't have to be a business-minded demonstrator. You could strictly be someone who really enjoys paper crafting, and why not get it at a discount? I mean, save some money. Or you could look at it like me. I'm like, oh, if I'm going to save money, I can buy more, right? Of course. So there's that. All right. If you have any more questions about any of that, please message me. I would be more than happy to answer any questions. Let's start with this week's Weekly Wednesday project with a card. Let's do the card first today. So I have the pieces already here, and before the video, I already did all my die cutting so that we didn't have to do any die cutting today. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get started here. So we have a piece of early espresso. It's 5.5 by 8.5. You can score it on the long side at 4 1/4, or you can just fold it in half like this. You could just do it like this, and then you could take your bone folder, which I would take your bone folder anyway, and I would do varnish in the crease. Now, the only thing that I did not do, and that's because I wanted to do it with you, is we are going to do the Stitched Whimsy. I'm going to get my cut and emboss machine out. We're going to do that together so that I can just show you how easy and fun this is if you do not have this. So you're going to want to keep your card open. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your Stitched Whimsy, which I did the second to largest one. So this is the largest one right here. I did the second to largest one. And I'm literally just going to kind of center it on my front of my card here. And I'm going to place it in my machine like this. And then I'm going to bring it across. And we'll get that out of the way. I'm going to, then you're just going to peel this off, and voila. Now you have it stitched in your front of your card. Like I said, it just gives a little extra texture, and it's pretty. I love how it's like all wavy and stuff. All right, so I did go ahead and do the one on the inside already, so we don't need to do that. And I'm not stamping on the inside with this card, but by all means, you can stamp an inside sentiment. And I'm just going to place that right on the inside. And then this measures at 4 by 5 1/4. And for those of you who are just joining me for Weekly Wednesday, if right in the link below on the YouTube channel, if that's where you're watching me from, there is a link to Amanda's Inspiration Station. I do have a project sheet that I print up for everybody every Wednesday. And it is free. You just print it and it'll tell you the supplies that we used, and it'll tell you the measurements of all the projects that I do on Weekly Wednesdays. So it's free and you can go ahead and print that up. So if you're watching and you're missing some of the measurements, don't fret. Don't fret. Okay, so now we have this piece right here, and I believe this is a 4 1/2, which of course I don't have my ruler with me right now, but it is in my project sheet. I want to say well, here, it's a 4 1/2. Let's do this. No, it's a 4 by 2 3/4. These here are 1/2 inch by 2 1/2, and this little guy right here, he is actually 1/4 of an inch by 2 1/2. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to place these flat on this card. So I have this one first, then we have this one, then we have this one, then we have this one and this one. I'm putting them upside down so I can go ahead and I add the adhesive to the back of them. So there we go. Also, if you're watching me on YouTube, I just want to say thank you for being a YouTube subscriber of mine or watching me on YouTube. And if you're not a subscriber, I would love for you to be a subscriber. I am so close to hitting my first YouTube goal, which is to have 500 YouTube subscribers. And my goal was to have that by the end of December. And I'm so close. So I would, if you are not a YouTube subscriber of mine, I would love for you to be. Just hit that subscribe button. It's free. And then every time I post a video, it'll just show up in your notifications on YouTube. I do post a video every Wednesday. And then sometimes I post random videos of cards or projects as well. All right, so we're going to place this now right on the front here, but I want to pop it up because I love dimensionals. So we're going to pop it up, and I like how it gives it more of a 3D look. So we're just going to do that. I'm going to pop that right up into the center here. Okay, just like that. And then let's get out our little tag. And I also cut out this little round piece in the early espresso. That's going to go right here around your tag. So I'm going to get out my multi-glue, and we're going to do the thing that I always say to do. Dot, dot, not a lot. You do not need a lot. See how I'm just doing that ever so little. And I'm actually going to pick it up here with my, there we go. And we're just going to kind of put that like that. There we go. And while that's drying, let's go ahead and stamp our image. We're going to use some Real Red ink pad. And we are going to have it say, "We wish you a Merry Christmas." So we're going to ink that up. And we're going to stamp that. That's a little crooked, but you know what? It is what it is. I can't flip it over right now because I just glued that thing on. And it's not that crooked. It's fine. It's fine, right, guys? It's fine. All right, so now we're going to use this ruffled ribbon. It is Real Red 3/8 inch ruffle ribbon. Currently, right now, it is not, you are not able to order it, which normally I pay very close attention to that, but I didn't realize that when I made this project. So I'm sorry about that, but it will be coming back. It's just right now, they just had too many on back orders. So now they just stopped it to make it where you can't even order it just yet until the supply comes in. So I took both ends and I put them together, and I put the two ends through the hole like this, and I'm leaving a loop. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these two back pieces and I'm just going to bring them through this loop, and I'm going to ever so gently pull because this is paper, so I don't want to rip it. And I'm just kind of doing it like that. Now you could just tie it in a knot if you wanted to too, but that's just how I do it. And I want to pop this up as well. Again, I am a dimensional girl. So, oh, we gotta put one in the middle. I don't like a saggy center. All right. Okay, I don't know if you guys can hear this on the video, but my dog is upstairs freaking out. Somebody UPS must have come. I don't know if you can hear it on the video or not, but she's a good protector. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to place this right in the center here. And then I'm going to get out my all-time, like right now, these are just my favorite things ever. I love these gilded gems, which is so funny because I did not purchase them right away in the annual catalog when they first came out. I was like, yeah, they're gold gems, whatever. Oh my gosh, they are my favorite. I use them all the time now. I'm like, why did I wait so long? But all right, there's your card. That is pretty simple. I love it. And what I love about this card too, you guys, is that these pieces here are perfect if you have a lot of scrap pieces. So if you've cut your designer series paper, bigger, and you had, you were making other cards and now you have all these little pieces, what a great way to use your little pieces of scraps. So that's originally what I did with mine, is because I had these strips, and that's how this card came to life. So there's that. All right. Are you guys ready now for the little treat box? I love this little treat box. It's so cute. All right. So what you're going to need is you're going to need a piece of cardstock. This measures at 4.5 by 10.5. Okay. You're going to need designer series paper. This is 3.25 by 5.25. This is 3.25 by 1 3/4. Again, if you miss the things, it's not a big deal. You can head over to Amanda's Inspiration Station and print out that project sheet. These here are 3/8 of an, or let me see here. They are 1/8 of an inch by 5 1/4. They are what I put on the sides here. Now, I debated whether or not to put something on the side, but I chose to do so for two reasons. One, because it's adorable. It just is cute like that. And two, because when we start putting this together, which I will show you, there will be like a little seam here. And I thought, you know what, this way we can cover up the seam. All right, so then we have our two die pieces as well, okay? So what we're gonna need right now is our simple score tool. And how I've missed this simple score tool. I haven't used this in the last couple times that I've done my weekly Wednesdays because my projects haven't required them and I miss it. I feel like I need to give her a name. Okay, is that weird? I don't know. Some people name their Big Shots or their cut and emboss machines, so maybe I just need to give her a name. All right, so we're going to score on the long side first, and we are going to score it at 1 inch, 4 inches, and 4.5. That's it. Now we're going to turn it, and we're going to score on the short side, and we're going to score it at 1/2 inch, like that. And now we're going to score it at 4. Oh, I jumped the track. I do that. All right, no fret. For those of you who have watched me before, watch this little trick. I kind of just jumped the track a little bit, and I have this little mark. I'm going to flip it over, and I'm going to take this, and I'm just going to rub it out. And then I usually take it with my finger and rub it out. Okay, not perfect, but not bad. We'll go with it. All right, plus it'll be on the back of the thing, and we'll be covering it with designer series paper. So we're all good. All right, before I get my bone folder out and I start scoring my lines, I'm actually going to use my scissors first. What we're going to do is we're going to start over here with this little small rectangle on both sides. We are going to cut that completely out, okay? We do not need this. So we're just going to cut on the score lines, and we're just going to cut that completely out, okay? Now, these are our little tabs that are like our joints, what I like to call, what brings it up together. So we're going to cut on the score lines, but we're also going to make like these little darts. The reason why we do that is because it's a lot easier for you to fold in and bring your stuff up if it has a dart and it's not getting caught on the cardstock next to it. So I always do these little darts. So we're going to do that and that. All right. All right. So now we have our thing. Now we are going to need our detailed trio punch because we're going to round these edges here. So before I do that, I'm going to lift this up like this, and I'm going to use my bone folder. I'm going to lift it up on this score line and use my bone folder. This is the start of it, and we're going to actually bring this back down like this. So before we do that, I want to make sure, and you know what? That looks a little crooked. Let me just see if it's a little crooked. Oh, no, that's not. Okay, maybe it's just my eyes. So we want to round the corners. So I can't get this fully in with this tab. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this tab in, and then I'm going to bring it all the way up to the edge like that so I can round the corners. I'm going to do the same thing on this side. I'm going to just fold the tab in, tuck it under, and there. That way I got the corners rounded. Okay. All right. So now we have the sides. Let's bring our sides in. Let's now varnish in all of our creases, our score lines, okay, just like that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to bring in these little tabs like this. We're going to bring these up, and then I'm just going to fold this. I'm going to fold these guys in, which doesn't really matter, but I folded them in. And I'm going to bring this down like this. So now you can see this shape. So see how this flap's going to go over this flap, okay? We're going to then take our 2 dimensionals here, and we're going to fold this down. So let's go ahead and get our dimensionals out, and let's just fold that down. And of course, you probably could get away with 2, but I don't like a saggy center, so I did 3. So that's the front. Let's fold it down. Okay, there we have. So this is our front. So now what we're going to do, you can do tear and tape, or you can use multi-purpose glue. I like multi-purpose glue more. Not necessarily more. I guess it depends on the project. I know that there are tons and tons of people who do not like multi-purpose glue that I know of. Not a lot. But I like it when I'm doing 3D boxes like this, and I'll tell you why. Because it gives me wiggle room. It gives me that room that if I put it on and I get it a little crooked, I have time to fix it. If you're using tear and tape, you don't have time to fix it. You put it down, it's down. And I'm just going to kind of rub the sides here like this, kind of pinching the sides. And I'm going to use my bone folder here. I'm just going to apply a little pressure here. Because it does take a minute, obviously. All right, so there's our little box. Super cute. Okay, it's our little pouch box. All right, so now we have some pieces here, right? Let's turn it over. Let's do the back. We have this piece here. We're just going to put that on the back. So I'm just going to use my Stampin' Seal, and I'm going to do that flat. And I am going to start from the bottom. It looks like I cut that a little short, but that's okay. We'll just do it like this. I hope I didn't make that same mistake on the... I know that my measurements are right in the project sheet. So sometimes my measurements are right in the project sheet, and then I get down here and I'm doing my video, and who knows sometimes what comes out of my mouth. That happens sometimes with me. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this on the side. And I'm just going to match it up to the back of this because obviously this looks a little shorter, so I must have cut it shorter, but I will make sure that the project sheet is correct. So there's that. And then we're going to do the same thing on this side. And you could use your green glue or your tear and tape for this as well. Doesn't really matter. Let's start up here because I want it to be equal to that. All right. Cute. I just love this. I think it's so cute. And then this will go right in the front. And we'll just place that right in the front there. Giving it some, you still want to be able to see the cardstock on each side and on the base. So there's that. So which one should we put in here? Chocolate? Let's do the vanilla. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I got something. I got these. And that doesn't really look good. Well, see, these are those paper straws. So if you had a paper straw, you could put that in there. Or, you know what, you guys? I have candy canes. Let's put a candy cane in there. I got these candy canes here for $1 at the Dollar Tree. I like these candy canes. They're not full-size candy canes. I think they're like a medium-sized candy cane. So let's put one of those in. Let's do it. All right. So, see how they're like a medium-sized candy cane? They're not a full candy cane. Yes, let's do that. That's cute. Okay, so we're going to have to tie some ribbon around it, though, don't you think? I think so. All right, so let's get out our ribbon. For this one here, I used the 3/8 inch Real Red sheer ribbon. So we're going to do the same thing with this one. And I would make it pretty long. You want a nice, big, fun bow. Should we put it this way? Or should we put it this way? Decisions. I kind of like it that way. All right, so let's tie this. And I want to make sure I have enough for a decent sized bow here. And there we go. And I'm going to re-angle that because it doesn't, there we go. There we go. All right, we got a little candy cane in this one. Cute. Of course, my bow's a little wonky. Jeez, I take 1 week off in like a year and a half. Well, that's not true because I was on vacation too. So I've taken in a year and a half, 2 weeks off, and I'm all crazy. All right, so we still need to put on our sentiment and our bow, right? So let's bring back our Real Red ink pad. And this time with that stamp set, we're going to use a different saying. This time we're going to do Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. And there we go. And of course, dimensionals. Let's get out our dimensionals. Now for the bow, I'm going to use mini glue dots though. What that green thing was. All right, so let's go ahead and let's angle this up on there. And then we're going to use some mini glue dots here. And I'm just going to place that on there. And then we'll do that right underneath here. Let's see here, like that. Maybe a little lower. I have a glue dot on my finger here. Let's bring out our gilded gems. And I want to do a big one, I think, for this one. For the center of this. Yeah, I actually like the real. There's 3 sizes, like small, medium, and large. But for this one, I put the large on. All right. I don't know, you guys. Both of these are super cute. I like them. Super cute. Oh, yep. I like it. I like it. And then we have our cute card. I hope you guys liked these cards and projects today. The card and project. And feel free to hop on over, print those measurements, and create your own. Hopefully your grocery store has those. Otherwise, I'm sure there's probably a different hot cocoa mix that would be about that size. Or let's see what size these are. So they're 3 inches wide. So they don't have that. Maybe there's even a Starbucks or just a hot cocoa mix that has them. Super cute. I'm actually going to make another one, I think, for this one. I don't know what I'm going to put in it with it. It's a little goodie, but oh, I love these. They're so cute. I love their new packaging. All right. I hope you guys had a wonderful time today. Thank you for joining me. And don't forget about Stampin' Up's sale right now. That's big too. You guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week for my Weekly Wednesday. Bye.